Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache? Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
61, matchbox lights.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Kill, 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 kill.
Let go.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Be careful.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the slant.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Let's get the ball. Mike, 48. Mike.
Get it.
Let's go.
Morgan from the gun, he'll throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Ready.
Morgan now on 1st and 10. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Second and a yard at the Browns' 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check.
Second and 1. Dorsett making the catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31. It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout.
Here we go.
General West.
15.
Yes.
Hold.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Nice play, baby.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Watch twins.
Recon 132 fighter.
Second and 5. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal.
Check.
From the gun, Morgan. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And a kick by Elliott is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Big ass.
Here's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Set. 180.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Back.
Up, left.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Check 53 is mine. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, They want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down, eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
3 bucks. You gonna take. You got take. You got take right there.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his target. That's more. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Browns.
Set. 20.
51 to mine. 65. 65. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
One time.
A first down carry for Smith. And he stopped immediately there. Devin McCourty brings him down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Do.
Point it right.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
To throw is Morgan. Throwing on first down. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the X3. 218, chop it. Go.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch QB drop.
2nd and 3. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Get it.
On third down, it's Jackson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Regular. Check nine.
Running the jet sweep, Landry, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Good. 180.
Touchdown, defense.
Run.
Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
18 Gator.
Got you, boy.
Topper, Topper. Hey, exit.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Record. Check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
You ready?
Mike 48.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Greystone, travel.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
Ain't no such thing as
Protein spill.
alert 3.
Hit it.
Here's Morgan on first down. Dorsett's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Your trick is here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Five.
2nd and 2. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready, ready.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Morgan operating from the gun. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the Browns' 21-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 48. All day, punt.
Looking to throw. Morgan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Stay with your man. You draw quarters.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch.
They go.
They run with Howard. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Mike 53. Mike.
Hey, high 7. Secret.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go now.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
22 jet bomber.
Check it out, Reed.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
Come on now. Let's go.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Sponge.
General West.
Kill. Shift.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Hey, Charlie. Ready, go.
On 3rd and goal, Howard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
I'm coming for you. You might. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check right 54. Right 54. Rip right, rip right.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First down.
Set, 20. 54. Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. Joker, 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 joker.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Show it up.
Hey, alert 33. Alert. Point it right. One touch.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for Landry that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go, team.
On first down, it's Howard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
Pull it high. Look at me. Zipper.
Back to throw. Morgan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
53 is the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Morgan from the gun, he'll throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Morgan now, operating from the gun. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
218, chop it.
Check 31. Hey, watch it. Shift, watch the shift. Kill.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Haywood.
53, Mike.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Bring it.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Morgan steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Go! 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Hey.
Check. 48's the Mike. Let's go, D. Hey, alert 48.
Get it ready.
To throw is Morgan. To throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Mike 53. Cut.
Watch out. Smooth.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Watch the run.
Here's Morgan. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Mayfield down. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Mayfield now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
80 weapon.
He's coming, double up.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 44, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On the double.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, set. 90, Wolf.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Watch the edge.
Topper, topper.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Now Morgan to throw on 2nd down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Check, 48's the mic. Come off the ball, come on.
Morgan throwing on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The Browns' drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Army, Army. Army, Army.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
23-yard line.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
And again, it's Chubb. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Patriots take over 4th and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
60 Pittsburgh.
Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Greystone travel.
Rush in. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Morgan now looking to throw on 2nd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Stretch play left with Howard. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard. 49 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready up.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, orbit. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Right now, let's go. I got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's get it.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Bang, 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 bang. Under, go, go. Hatchet, hatchet. Get it.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mike, quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I got you. Wide. Get wide. King.
4th down, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch the run. Slam.
61, matchbox lights. Ready.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check, General West.
Check hot route. Hot.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Okay, ready?
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We got double up. Switch. Slam.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Landry, agile footwork. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some.
Regular.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
On the
The
set.
Pats at the line, ready to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to lead.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
5.
They'll run again with Jackson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
They run again with Jackson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Chad Thomas. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
Ready? Tight right. Even. 4 down. Even.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Set, go.
On 3rd down, Howard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
Lead grip.
Again, it's Howard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch out.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game.
Mike 53. Now watch one.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
Morgan on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Browns' 23-yard line.